Hello guys, welcome back. Konnichiwa. Herzlich willkommen. So guys, I want to give you here an update on Intel Corporation, ticker INTC. Yeah, guys, that is a very nice ticker here to trade. Not only for a swing trade here, also Intel has some potential here to get back to much higher price levels. So I give you here the full prediction, the full chart analysis here. Everything what I say is of course based on the technicals and not financial advice. If you're new to my channel, welcome guys. The main purpose is to educate you in trading. That's why we talk here about several chart techniques for Intel. But I normally talk here about short squeeze stocks. Not only I talk about them, I try to predict them. I will show you something here later in the video. But what I also can tell you that since August here guys, since Intel started to crash, let's call it a crash. I explain you later that this is not a crash. This is something what the algos have to do. I talked here about the beginning of August already that we have a very nice situation here to catch some profits and that Intel will recover from this crash. Also I said here by the end of August that we will come back here to $25. You can just rewatch the videos here if you want, fully available of course on my channel, and I show you why I said that and why I thought already here by the end of August that Intel will go up. I have no idea what the news telling you here, what they tell you here for reasons, blah blah blah. I also don't care guys. The chart tells us everything we need to know, so let's dive in. Yeah, if you have no idea about chart techniques or if you don't know how algos work, that may look for you like a bullish chart, like a bearish chart setup what we have here. So we know that here the all-time high for Intel was $69. Then we crashed down here back to $18. So whoever bought in here in the high price ranges is temporary here. With a minus 73% loss in their portfolio, or based on the price of today 62% in case you bought here in the absolute peak. But yeah guys, Intel is a very nice play in my opinion. Very huge chance to see a recovering here. So we will enable now here my drawings. Nothing changed. If you already seen my previous videos, then of course you know already what I'm talking about here. So guys, why did I say that we have here a very high potential to see a bounce back? Because first of all, we have this very bullish liquidity zone here for Intel. Why I said that we will come back here to $25. This liquidity zone where normally the bullish algos are waiting here is between $24.56 and $29.72, or let's keep it simple, $30. So here between $25 or $24 and $30 is the usual liquidity zone where the algos are waiting. So if you see something like this, guys, this is not made by human. You do not decide to sell here overnight and dump the price of Intel. This is not what normal people, if you watch this video right now, do. This is what the institutions, or aka the trading algos, are doing, because we have here several price levels in the chart which act as a support or resistance. As I said, I want to explain you that in detail more later in this video here. And as I said, $30 to $25 is a very strong support. And when you see something like this happens, this is now very interesting here, what we can see in the chart, that the price was trading here at $28.93, and then out of the nowhere overnight we started to trade here in the $21 range to $20 guys. That happened overnight. This is why you see this huge gap here in the chart. This is what the market makers do. They know that the buying algos are waiting here. It doesn't matter guys if you believe that or not. You can see here many trading videos on my channel where I explain also details on that guys. But we can see that we had a huge gap down here, and that was what I expected because we had some open business here in the chart. Therefore I will enable now here my indicators, and what we know from the history from the past is that we have some open gaps in the chart which needs to get filled. That's why I said this was already here my liquidity zone is unchanged. The overlaid buying zone is this between $25 and $30, but the main price goal here for this dip, for this shakeout, if we cannot recover here very quick guys, then in my opinion even prices here between $18 and $16 are possible for Intel, and that would be very good, very healthy, because the orange lines means that we have some open gaps, open business in the chart, and the chance that we fill those gaps is about 90% guys. And you can see this open gap is from 2010, 2010 and 2009, very old gaps. That doesn't matter guys. When you see these orange lines, let me switch off the drawings for a second. All these orange lines guys here are open gaps, and you can see Also this open gap from 2013, also more than 10 years ago, has been filled right now with this price action. And this is what the algos are doing. Yeah, when we have gaps to the upside, they usually get filled. So that is the good news here for Intel. Sorry, I was not correct here with the all-time high. The all-time high is $75, but this was here back in 2000. But you can see we still have an open gap here at $73. So sooner or later, there is a chance that Intel comes back here to $73, yeah, and get back to the all-time highs. That's why we have here such a big squeeze potential, or I wouldn't call it a squeeze. That will take, of course, months and years to go back, but 200% profit from now on and even more is technically possible. This is not financial advice, but this is what the chart is telling us. So I said already here by the end of August that we will come back here to the $25 range. So now we are back at $26, guys. That was very predictable. And if you've seen my previous videos here, I released the first video already here by the beginning of August where I said, hey, prepare guys, there might be one final dip before we recover. The recover process started already here at $18.50, and whoever bought in here after my video is now here with more than 40% in a profitable position. So what we have right now here, and this is now interesting, in my opinion, guys, the market is of course super bullish right now. Yeah, super bullish. We have a lot of short squeezes here in the market. I said that in the beginning of the video that I usually talk here about short squeeze stocks and that I try to predict them. And what I mean by that, guys, is that I upload here every Sunday my so-called finest selection of short squeeze stocks. I call them the hot stocks. And when I release those videos here on Sunday, this video here contains tickers with high squeeze potential where I expect a squeeze in the very few next business or trading days. Yeah, there is of course no guarantee, but I just show you really quick which squeezes I predicted here in the past weeks. The biggest one here, also the latest one, was this one here. Just yesterday we had this 113% squeeze here, one of my hot stocks, of course guys, here in just one day. Yeah, this ticker is always quick in, quick out. Yeah, high risk, high reward place. Yeah, but the biggest squeeze here in October was this one. I released my video on Sunday, and then we had the 850% squeeze in just 2 days. This is why I call them the hot stocks. Yeah, and the biggest squeeze here in September was even more violent. That was this one here. In 3 trading days, we squeezed here 1,400%. Yeah, as I said, there is of course never a guarantee, but I give my best to predict short squeezes here. The main purpose is to educate you in trading. This is my mission here. But if you also want to see those short squeeze stocks, guys, you can join in here our trading community. The most popular membership which I have is the full package membership on Patreon. You can see all the member benefits here, guys, yeah, listed up in the screenshot. And if you click the info icon here, you get access to my member link for Patreon, guys. We're growing here every day new members joining in. So if you also want to be a part of this community, guys, feel free to join in now. So what do I expect for Intel, guys? My personal game plan. So what we see, the market is super bullish actually. Bitcoin all-time high, Palantir all-time high. Everything is starting to squeeze here right now. Crypto is squeezing, guys. Everything is just start to rip. And that means that I expect that this bull market here will continue for a few more weeks before we see a final crash or correction incoming, maybe in the beginning of 2025. For Intel, it's now a little bit dangerous. Yes, we are back here in this liquidity zone, and this is what I really like. That is also what I expected. Of course, I would wish that we close those open gaps here back at $18 and $16 first before we see the really big rip, because that's why we have here 2 gap ups now again in the chart. So we know that the purple line here, the purple EMA line in the chart, is a very strong resistance usually. Yeah, usually stocks get rejected at this purple line, and you can see that every time here, since we had this reversal, sorry, I will disable the drawings. So you can see this line here acted as a support, but then when we had this kind of reversal, this bearish reversal, the purple line here became our resistance. Yes, you can of course trade above this line for a few days, but usually this is a strong resistance, and we're trading here below the purple EMA line and of course below the black EMA line, and the black EMA line is the moving averages of 200 days, which is a very strong resistance. Yeah, you can see retest, boom, hard shakeout here, and we are on the way to retest this here again. That's why I think, yeah, I hope I'm wrong for everybody who is invested here, but I think that we will retest here $28 here, that we come back to this open gap. There is a potential squeeze back here to $32, but then guys, I think that we will get rejected and that we tank continue to tank down. This is not a bullish reversal yet what we have here. We have here these kind of, I call them the bear steps, yeah. You start to increase the price a little bit, tanking down. You start to increase, tanking down. Now we are here, we start to increase. You see what I mean, yeah? This is what I think. This is not to scare you. I might be wrong, guys, but this is what I think here based on the chart. So what I expect to happen, because we are back in this bullish liquidity zone, is that we have support here within this bullish liquidity zone, but the algos might be too strong here at the black EMA line, at the 200-day moving averages. And this is just now here in a perfect alignment with the open gap. That's why I think we come back here to $28, maybe even back to $32, because this is very interesting now. You can see the white line here in the chart, and this white line acts as a strong support. And if this was our support in the past, that might be our resistance in the future. So that's why I think $32, if we come back to $32 here with Intel, this is also at the same time the make it or break it price level. That means we could use it here as a squeeze trigger. You can see, by the way, my DJT videos here, the Trump stock also squeezed, has a very similar pattern here to INTC. You can see those videos as well. And then this line acted as a support, but just temporary before we had the sell-off. So that would be very interesting. So the absolute bull case scenario is, guys, that we continue to squeeze if we reach $32, and then I think the squeeze will go here back to $44, and in best case $48. This is what I see for Intel, because this is the bearish trend channel pattern which we have, and latest here the algos will snap in to control the price. So there is still a squeeze potential. Yeah, I would call it even a squeeze potential, because we have 113 billion market capital, and when we talk about such a market capital and you see a price move here of potential from the actual price plus 88%, guys, I think this is what we can call already a squeeze. Not a short squeeze, but a squeeze here in the market, guys. This is the bull case. The bear case is, guys, yeah, we come back here to $28, get rejected, and then I think, yeah, unfortunately, the next price levels to the downside will be $18.20, something between $18.20 and $16.30, guys, for Intel. Yeah, my friends, that was my update here. I hope that was helpful. If you want to copy the price levels here from the chart, this is everything based on TradingView. This is the chart program what I use for all my videos and all my trades. If you also want to learn trading, guys, if you want to understand what the algos are doing here and try to predict the future, this is something what I really recommend. That's why I can offer you here a discount link. When you click the info icon here in the corner, you get access to my discount link. And if you use my discount link, you save $15. I recommend always the premium tier. This is good for beginners and advanced traders. Yeah, guys, that was my update here for you on Intel. Don't forget to check out here my latest hot stocks uploads. And if you like this content here, if you don't want to miss any updates on Intel or the other short squeeze plays, please hit the like and subscribe button right now. I thank you so much for your support and see you in the next video. Arigato gozaimasu, vielen Dank, alles Gute, einen schönen Abend und bis zum nächsten Video. Take care. Bye bye, guys.